Okay, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started if that's all right. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm coming to you live from my kitchen. I know we're all working remote right now. I know students, you're probably back home right now with your parents. You may or may not be enjoying that, but I know you're wanting to finish out your school year on campus, but hopefully it sounds like Alabama will be back on campus this fall. So that's really exciting. But a little bit about me. I am the Workforce Recruitment Director for the Huntsville-Madison Chamber. So my job is to get you and your brilliant minds to Huntsville to fill all of our awesome jobs that we have. And it's a pretty fun job. I've enjoyed it. I've had my job now for about a year, and I love working with college students. You guys are so fun, and it's so fun to work with you guys. I mean, the world's at your feet, and you're getting ready to begin your adult life, and it's just really fun to work with you guys. So with that, I'm going to give a short presentation about top 10 reasons to move to Huntsville. Some of you guys have probably visited Huntsville before, some of you maybe have not. So I'm going to go over that presentation with you, and then we're going to start off the company pitches. So today we have 14 companies on the call, and they're going to give you a 2-minute pitch about why you should work for them, what makes them different, and some of the jobs that they're hiring for. So with that, I'm going to, can I get a thumbs up if you guys can see the screen? Awesome. Okay. Good deal. So I'm going to go over real quick 10 reasons to move to Huntsville, Alabama. So I actually moved to Huntsville about 6 years ago after I graduated. Now, I graduated from the other college that you guys don't like, but don't hold that against me. But I moved to Huntsville after graduation, and I honestly had not been to Huntsville that often previously, but after moving here, I was like, holy cow, this is a hidden gem. I'm never leaving. There's so many fun things to do. It's literally a smart place to be. I love it. I'm never leaving. So I'm going to tell you 10 reasons why you should move to Huntsville. First, we have our arts and entertainment scene, and it is absolutely amazing. It's very eclectic. There's all these different fun, quirky spots you can go to. For example, you can see Low Mill on here. Low Mill is the largest privately owned arts facility in the Southeast. There's actually 200 working artists and studios in that facility. They have artists making banjos out of cigar boxes, and jewelry makers and painters, and I love like the glass stuff that all the different artists will make. It's seriously such a fun place to walk around and get lost in on a Saturday. And they also have a whiskey distillery in there. So it's a fun place to go and just walk around and look at all these cool, quirky art and music and different things like that they have there. You also see we have our symphony, we have our Broadway Theater League here. Arts Huntsville is an organization that does a lot of different art events around town. They also put on our big Panoply Festival, which brings in around 80,000 people over a weekend, and they bring in artists from all over the world to have a booth at their event. And some of them even have bonsai trees. I bought one year, and they are very temperamental plants. Do not get a bonsai tree unless you have a really green thumb. But so our arts and culture scene here, it's just truly phenomenal. And the Mars Music Hall is a new music space that opened up here just this year, and they've already had some great musical acts come to that. And we're also in the process of building an 8,000 person amphitheater. So really exciting times with art and music. So we're gonna talk about the outdoors. I know a lot of you guys probably like to hike, bike, run, different things like that. And our outdoor scene is truly phenomenal here. Montesino Mountain is actually only 5 minutes from downtown. Not many downtowns can say that they have 20 miles of hiking trails 5 minutes from the downtown core. So you could live in a loft downtown, walk or bike up to the mountain. So that's really cool. Montesino is great. You'll also see on here Land Trust of North Alabama, and they have 70 miles of public trails throughout our city limits. So if you're living anywhere pretty much in the Huntsville city limits, you're no more than 5 or 10 minutes away from a public walking or biking trail. That's pretty cool. And you can see on here too, we've gotten some rankings for bicycling and hiking. And if you also like to do water sports or go to the lake for a weekend, the good thing is that we have 2 lakes that are less than an hour away, Gunnersville Lake and Smith Lake. And so if you're looking for outdoor fun, we have it. So let's talk about Cummings Research Park. Some of you guys might have heard of this, commonly referred to as CRP. It's the second largest research park in the world. In the US, and fourth largest in the world. That's a big deal. We have 300 companies that sit in Research Park. A lot of the companies that you'll hear from today sit in Research Park. That's actually supposed to say 26,000 employees go to the CRP area every day for work. And it also houses UAH, which has about 12,000 students. So CRP, it's cutting edge things happening there every day, and it's awesome. And we also have a CRP organization that does a lot of happy hours and fun events and food truck events and things like that to connect the employees out there. So let's talk about NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. It is so cool that we have this here in Huntsville. This was actually brought to Huntsville in the 1960s. And I have personally visited some of their different areas. I've seen the test stand before. It is absolutely mind-blowing that this is in Huntsville. Like, this is probably 10 miles from my house right now. It is so cool. I actually have a friend who works for the payload comms department, and those people are the people who talk to the astronauts on the International Space Station. So I have a friend who gets to talk to astronauts every day when he goes to work. That's pretty cool. But NASA, actually, the Marshall Space Flight Center here employs around 6,000 people, and they have an annual budget that they manage of about 2.8 billion with a B. So it's really awesome that we have NASA here in Huntsville. So Redstone Arsenal. Some of you also might know that we have a Army base here, and the Redstone Arsenal houses about 100 different federal agencies. And with us having the Arsenal here, we've been rated for a top city for defense. We have a 4-star commanding general on base. You'll hear from the FBI later today, but they're also bringing thousands of jobs to the Arsenal as well. The Arsenal has around 40,000 employees that go on base every day. That's a lot of people. And over the next 5 years, that number is predicted to grow to 50,000. So if you're looking for a job and career opportunities, Huntsville has it. And what's also really cool about Redstone Arsenal is, so I live probably about 5 miles away from where they do some of the testing, and I'll be sitting at my house and I'll hear boom, or my windows will shake. They are literally blowing things up and testing missiles and all this cool stuff here in our city. Like, it's just so cool, between astronauts and exploding things. You talk about cutting edge technology happening here. So a little bit about our national recognitions. You'll see on here, #1 city for engineers. Thank you, Forbes. We have 4th in the nation for career opportunities from Smart Asset. 3rd best in the city for, or in the country for high-tech jobs. 11th in the nation for best places to live. And recently, we also ranked #1 for best affordable place to live. I'll talk about cost of living here shortly. But all of these national rankings, why this is a big deal is because we just don't get these because they're drawing a name out of a hat. They analyze a lot of different cities and compare different metrics and rate us accordingly. And that's a big deal that we are getting some of these big national companies to rank us so high, because we really are. We're the best. You should just come move here. So this is a really fun slide. Festivals, fun, and games. Look at this cute guy right here. I just love him. He is our Rocket City Trash Pandas logo. I'm sure some of you have heard of them. They are the solo minor league baseball team that we have here in Huntsville, but they are the only minor league baseball team that sold the most merchandise. They set some type of world record for how much merchandise they sold in a period of time. There were people in Canada, people in Europe, all over the world sending in pictures of them wearing their Trash Pandas merchandise. It was really cool. So Huntsville is pumped about the Trash Pandas, and hopefully they'll be able to open later this year. I know right now they were bummed that they couldn't open quite yet. But you'll also see on here we have a Huntsville Havoc, which is our minor hockey league team. I originally grew up in a small Alabama city, and I had no idea hockey was such a big deal in the state of Alabama, but in Huntsville in particular, hockey is a big thing. It is normal to see people in jerseys on hockey game nights. They sell out. Families go. It's like a family tradition here to take your kids to hockey games. It's awesome. The Havocs are awesome. We're excited about the Trash Pandas. And you'll see on here too, the Mid-City and City Center at Big Spring. There's some major developments going on. Mid-City is actually, I think, the 12th largest development in the country right now. It's going to be huge. Currently, we have our Topgolf there. There's a few other things that have been completed, but that's currently under construction. And then also we have a lot of annual festivals here. We have a great wine festival. We have a great beer festival. We have, like I said, the arts festival earlier. We have a killer barbecue festival. So when you're thinking about moving to a place that's going to have a lot of different things for you to do, we have a lot for you to do. So with that, I'm going to talk about our strong economy. So here you can see some of the jobs that we added in 2018 and in 2019. Our metro area here actually is made up of about 1.1 million people. And so we're really, our economy, even back in 2008, and even like right now during the pandemic, our economy is still so strong. Our unemployment rate is still extremely low right now because of the economy that we have here in Huntsville, especially being so many DOD and research and development and things like that. Our economy is good. To be honest with you, I don't have a single friend in Huntsville who has lost a job during the pandemic right now. So that's pretty awesome. Let's talk about quality of life and cost of living. Okay, college students, this is really important. You should pay attention to this part. Uncle Sam takes a good chunk of your paycheck. So when you talk about cost of living, it's important when you want to live somewhere where it's not going to be super expensive, where you're not going to pay $2,000 a month in rent or have an hour drive to work and an hour drive back. These things are important. So our cost of living is extremely low. Our average commute time is actually 20 minutes. I actually live in an area called South Huntsville, and I work downtown normally, not in my kitchen, and it takes me 10 minutes to get to work from a south area of town. So that's pretty awesome. Our downtown area is super walkable. That area has boomed a lot over the past 5 years, and our downtown area has even received a few national recognitions over the past year or two as well, just for all the revitalization efforts that have gone into that. So when you think of quality of life and your cost of living, we have it for you. And to wrap it up, we are surrounded with smart people here. It's so, somebody told me an example one time of, they were sitting at a Mexican restaurant eating dinner, and to the right, they heard this like Hudson Alpha bioscientist talking about some type of cure for some type of genetic disease. And on the other side, they're hearing somebody talk about this missile they were testing, this other person talking about something with astronauts. So when you think about it, we are literally tons of smart people all in one place. And what's also interesting about Huntsville is half of the people who live here are not from our state. So we have tons of people who relocate here all across the country, even the globe. I talked to one lady who relocated here from Jamaica. It is truly amazing just the type of people that we have living here in our city. And it's truly just amazing. And we have the most engineers per capita and PhD. So we are literally just tons of geeks and nerds and creators and innovators. And you know, when you think about moving somewhere after college, definitely consider Huntsville. We have the jobs for you. We have the whole package. So with that said, I'm now going to go ahead and launch us into our company pitches. And first, we're just going to go alphabetical. And if you guys have any questions, you can message me through the chat. You can also message the direct companies through the chat feature on here as well. So just a little heads up about that. So at first, we have Aletta Technologies. Aaron, you ready?
I am. It's Alita, and that's
Alita.
It's derived from the Greek word for tree. We're a cyber company, and only a cyber company. And there's 4 main reasons that companies choose to partner with us. 1, we employ former DoD third-party assessors. 2, we can help you write your corporate cyber policy and help you make sure that you maintain those standards that are set. 3, we've experienced with over 1,000 unique systems. And 4, our client base totals over $250 billion in revenue. So we work with a lot of major corporations to help them achieve cyber standards. 4 reasons that you want to work here, though, most importantly, because we care about what's in it for you. It's 100% paid health, dental, and vision. You get a small company feel. You're actually working directly with the CEO on projects. You're working with different senior leadership. You get a chance to get exposure to the soft skills of cybersecurity as well. It's a cyber company only. A lot of people have cyber divisions within their organization. All we do is cyber. We do both offensive and defensive cybersecurity. Then you've also got paid for hours worked. We value your quality of life so much that we actually put it in that if you work more than 40 hours, you're either going to be able to get paid for those hours, or you can bank them for comp time to take as additional time off. So Alita Technologies is a small company with big cyber expertise.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, next we have CFD Research. I think that's Allison.
So what we do is we provide innovative technologies, mostly for government contracting. The DoD is our biggest customer, but we also support NIH, NASA, Army, etc. So through these government agencies and industry partners, some of the industries that we serve are aerospace, defense, but we're also in the life sciences, biomedical, materials, and energy. And overall, we just try to diversify our capabilities as much as possible. And the end goal in mostly being a research and development shop is to try and transition those technology to be able to commercialize them. So because of that, most of our employees are do have advanced degrees, master's levels or above, but it's not necessarily required. Just to let you know that we have a very high-tech, expert level employee base. The positions that are listed in the info sheet that you'll receive, we are considering new grads for. In addition to us being just overall solutions oriented and just being a very collaborative environment due to the nature of our work, we just like to have fun. So typically in normal circumstances, we try to get together regularly and have quarterly meetings, and we just all like to get together, which obviously right now we can't do that. But even through all of this virtually, we've been able to still have virtual coffee breaks together. And typically we'd have internal seminars where people can showcase their technical capabilities. And we've kind of converted that to Zoominars, as we call it now. So overall, I've been with CFD Research for 2 years. I'm in the HR department. I just think CFD Research is a wonderful place to work. And if any of you are interested, my contact information is located in the info sheet that will be sent out. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Allison. Okay, next we have the FBI. Desmond?
Hey everybody, I am so excited to have the opportunity to come before you again and tell you about what the FBI is doing in the great city of Huntsville. Now, the FBI is not new to Huntsville. We already have our hazardous device school as well as our terrorist explosive device analytical center on Redstone Arsenal right now. As we continue to grow and expand our footprint within the city, we continue to revolutionize how the FBI operates to stay ahead of the threat. As I talk to you today, the FBI is constructing a 38,000-acre campus designed to be a center of excellence for our organization. The steel is coming up for the new facilities as we speak, and the FBI is moving full steam ahead with identifying talented people to join our technical team of men and women who keep our nation's computer networks and systems across the cyber spectrum safe. We also defeat malware attacks, investigate major computer intrusions, and root out international espionage. We are hiring for hundreds of new jobs in the 4 categories I will briefly discuss now. We're looking for network engineers to join our technical professionals experienced in performing and driving architectural design and integration engineering for complex network solutions while identifying, documenting, and sharing best practices and recommendations. We're also looking for cybersecurity specialists capable of providing end-to-end technical services for applications and data that support our agents and analysts around the world as they protect the American public and uphold the Constitution of the United States. We are looking for big data technologists to design and build solutions for our agents and analysts while bringing together data from disparate sources, extract mission critical intelligence, and provide analytics to the FBI's investigative teams. Lastly, we're looking for highly qualified program analysts to serve in a wide range of roles as product and project managers for a variety of software and data projects for our mission partners. If you're interested in becoming a part of the elite organization where no 2 days are ever the same, and you not only see, but feel every day how the work you do directly impacts the mission and makes a difference in the lives of so many, the FBI is right for you. I encourage you to visit FBIjobs.gov, or you may send your resumes directly to Kimberly Segar from May 5th to May 22nd. Please see Ms. Caitlin for that information. I thank you again for your time and the opportunity to talk to you about the exciting things the FBI is doing in Huntsville. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have Future Designs, Inc. Kent.
Thanks, Caitlin. So I'm Kent Lohman with FDI, and before I dive into what we do, I actually wanted to kind of support what Caitlin said about Huntsville. I'm not from Huntsville either. I came here to go to UAH, and I've worked in Silicon Valley, Europe, all over the world, but I chose to start FDI here in Huntsville, keep it here, because I think this is one of the best places in the world to have a high-tech company. So I think that's a very important plug for Huntsville. So let me tell you a little bit about us, because we're different than a lot of the other companies on the call. We design and build a variety of real-world commercial products. So let me give you an example of that, of something that you may recognize. There's a company called Cybex that makes very high-end fitness equipment. You might see them in the larger health clubs, or even in the NFL, because of the reliability of the product. We supply them with a 4.3-inch color touchscreen graphical user interface module that actually controls all the machines, and it manages the Apple Music interface to the iPhone. So I love it because when I work out at my local UFit, unfortunately don't get to do that right now, but I get to see 75 of our babies controlling the Cybex bikes, treadmills, and art trainers that are in my gym, and I love that. But exercise equipment is just one example. We're in a variety of applications, medical equipment like infusion pumps and drug carts. We're in parking system controllers, backup power generators like you might see when a tornado and power goes out at your house. We're even in the largest 3D printer manufacturer. We're the touchscreen user interface in their product. Now, we offer a very fast-paced and a casual work environment. We're flexible about schedules. It's really just about getting things done, not necessarily being in the office and having a tie on. You can wear shorts to work in the summer. And we realize that our people are our most important asset, and they're all part of our family. So the big thing we want you to remember about us is that FDI is a great place for you to learn all about hardware and software design. Now, we're unique in that we give you broad exposure to the entire product experience, not just one little niche. And you also get to learn about manufacturing. We're very proud of the fact that we're an essential business. So even in this shutdown and pandemic situation, because we're US-based manufacturing, we've been able to keep our supply chains running and supply critical medical products and infrastructure to our key customers. So when you're searching for your career home, please come talk to us about your future. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kent. Up next, we have Hexagon's PPM division, Jessica.
Hey, everybody. So kind of going off of FDI, we are a little bit different too. We are as also a commercial company. We build engineering design software to help companies visualize, build, and then manage complex facilities. So complex facilities are things like plants. And what that means is that our software was most likely involved in processing at least one of the materials that you see around you. Look around you. Our software was most likely involved in processing something that you're actually seeing right now. We are a global company. We're looking mainly for software developers that help us continue to disrupt our industry for the better. But we're also looking for people that are looking into Salesforce administration and development jobs, marketing, sales, and then engineering for our QA and support divisions. And we're looking for anyone for internships to full-time positions. We are all across the board, but some things that are specific to us for the US, we are not only in Huntsville, that's our global headquarters, and we recently moved into a $60 million office that has a completely open floor plan. And it's actually it's less than a mile away from the new Trash Panda Stadium. So we get to see all that going up, and it's definitely really neat. But we also see a lot of diversity even within just our Huntsville office. We have about 15 to 20 nationalities just in our office. And that is so awesome to see on a daily basis. And you have things like our HYPE program and our tuition reimbursement options. But most importantly, we care about our employees, and anything you want to ask or have questions about, Caitlin's got all my info, so please reach out to me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, next, I almost feel like a teacher doing roll call right now. Up next, we have iTac Solutions. Amber?
Hey, good morning. My name is Amber O'Canyon. My title is Senior Client Delivery Manager, but what that really means is I do sales and recruiting for a staffing company with multiple locations throughout the Southeast. I am a Huntsville native. Went to school here. My kids went to school here. We work with a lot of companies that are on this call. We'll work to help you find a job or an internship. We actually do some work with U of A right now doing interview prep. So we do mock interviews to help you get ready for the interviews that you're going to be having after graduation. We also help with resume writing to make sure that you're presenting your best self on your resume. Been in business for 20 years. I've been here for 12. So we'd love to talk to you about what you are looking for, connect you with some of these great companies, welcome you to the Huntsville area. You have an opportunity to have not just an amazing career here, but there are a lot of really fun things to do, nightlife, weekend, entertainment, like Caitlin said. So please feel free to reach out. My email is amber@itacsolutions.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, and you can visit our website at itacsolutions.com. So thank you all, and good luck in your searches.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, up next we have Leonardo Electronics. Cliff?
All right. Well, good morning. Thanks so much for the opportunity. I'll second what a lot of folks have said already, that Huntsville is just a great place. So wherever your job search leads you, Huntsville is a great place to land. So good luck in your future endeavors. I want to talk for just a minute about Leonardo Electronics Incorporated and what we do. We're a relatively small company here in Huntsville. We have a very, very small footprint. We're a U.S. subsidiary of Leonardo, which is an Italian defense firm, about the 9th largest in the world. We focus on 3 main areas here in Huntsville. We focus on product development, which is bringing a product from concept design to maturing it to a point in which we can actually field it. We focus most of our energy on Department of Defense activities, specifically Army rotor wing, as well as Air Force aircraft as well. The second piece that we focus on is service support. And by that, we provide program management skill set to those that require an integrated solution for whatever program they're trying to move along. We do that specifically with our partners in Italy, as well as some other partners in the UK. And then lastly, we do production repair. And here we do laser and sensor focus activities that will actually take the product that's returning from wherever it was fielded. If it was broken, we put it in the pipeline to get fixed. And then we also produce a relatively small number of items, but and we push that back into the field again through our parent company. So a good footprint here. We have a lot of opportunities, really a good opportunity to see a program from all perspectives, from the beginning of a program to the conclusion, and then into the sustainment. So we're looking for motivated folks that enjoy the technical side of program as well as the execution side. So again, good luck in your future endeavors, and thanks for the opportunity.
I love it. You had a timer set and all.
I was right on 2 minutes. Nailed it.
That was great. A plus. Okay, awesome. Good deal. Next, we have Martin Federal. Riggs.
Hey, how's it going, guys? So just a little bit about Martin Federal. We are a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business. We focus in 4 main functions, which are advanced IT systems, training and development, lab and tech services, as well as space and mission. You know, I have been with Martin Federal now for really a short time. It's been 7 months, but it has flown by. You know, the best part about it to me has been that I feel truly welcomed. I feel like I entered a company and they treated me like family. They didn't treat me like a number, which, you know, is a true blessing to move to a new place, which was what I did. I mean, I moved here from Birmingham, Alabama. And whenever I relocated here, you know, I was kind of nervous that I would, you know, relocate and then start with this company and feel like a number, really. But, you know, I was welcomed with open arms. I mean, the CEO talks to me daily. My manager communicates with me daily, text messages, you know, in the office. Obviously, we're out of the office right now. So it's really been a great fit for someone that is looking for more than just a workplace. You know, someone that is looking for a place where they can, you know, feel like they're welcomed and feel like they are part of something bigger, which is definitely what Martin Federal is. I mean, we you know, we may be helping support Knoxville, which you know, supports 4 of the largest supercomputers in the world, or we may be supporting Space and Mission here in Huntsville, which, you know, that is a whole nother adventure in its own. I know earlier we, you know, had a few people speaking about how cool it is to you know, work with people that work with NASA. You know, getting to work with those people on a daily basis is it's just exciting. I mean, it's exciting because, you know, it's moving forward. It's forward thinking. You know, something that I really want to touch on was a personal experience for me. I had some unfortunate family events happen, you know, early in my career with Martin Federal. And, you know, when you're early in your career with a company, you worry about taking time off. You worry about those sort of things. Well, I was basically told by my boss and the CEO, like, hey, you need to take this time off. We don't need you at the office right now. We need you to be with your family. And like, for someone to take that time to force you into taking time off, which is usually the opposite. Usually they want you at work, but they make you take time for your family, because family is first with us. It was truly a blessing. I will say, you know, I'm an Auburn grad myself, but we have other people, you know, in our office that are Alabama grads, and we love, you know, the University of Alabama, and that's really hard for me to say. So, you know, I'll leave it at that. You know, I would, you know, strongly recommend looking at us up on LinkedIn. We are open to, you know, just talk to you about your journey and talk with you, even if it's not about Martin Federal. If you just need some advice on how you should handle an interview, or how you should handle relocating to Huntsville. I mean, I just completed that myself, so I'd be willing to talk with you about anything that I can. I would be willing to talk with you about interview prep, interview skills. We're just here to help. That's the main thing that Martin Federal is here for, is to help you all. And I really appreciate the time and y'all listening to me today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Riggs.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have MTS. Monique.
Hey guys, thank y'all for joining us today, and thank you, Caitlin, for such a great overview of the great things happening in Huntsville. I personally am a native of Huntsville, Alabama, but I graduated from the University of Alabama, so it's really, really good to you know, still be kind of connected to you guys and be able to speak to you today. So I'm Monique Fagan Gomez, and I am the talent acquisition specialist at MTS. MTS is also known as Manufacturing Technical Solutions, and we're a government contractor. We provide support to both the DoD and to NASA programs. Our company is woman-owned. We're a small business with currently 170 employees. Our corporate office is located in Research Park. And although most of our employees are also located in Huntsville at Marshall Space Flight Center, we have several other employees that work in various states supporting other space centers and Air Force bases as well. Our mission is to always be an energetic and enterprising business that consistently exceeds our customers' expectations. We have several benefits that we offer to all of our employees. We offer Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance and 100% paid secondary health insurance through EBS. We offer low rates for dental and vision insurance. We do also offer a 401k plan with generous matching options. We do also provide tuition and certification reimbursement. And we also participate in community outreach. So that might include team walks that benefit local and national foundations. And we encourage our employees to participate in community outreach options as well. Our staff background includes extensive experience in aerospace production operations, industrial engineering, quality assurance, price cost analysis, as well as NASA project management support. We're also a project management training provider. So our company awards PDUs or professional development units for completed courses. Right now, we're hiring for several positions, including project coordinators, schedulers, planners, program control analysts, mechanical design engineers. We also have a need for an IT specialist as well as a business development specialist at our corporate office here in Huntsville. For a comprehensive listing of all of our openings, feel free to visit our careers page of our website, which is mts-usa.com, and you're able to find my information as well in the info sheet that Caitlin will be sending out. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have People Tech. Michael?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Allen. I am the technical recruiter at People Tech. I grew up in Tuscaloosa. I moved to Huntsville 7 years ago. I'm actually rocking my vintage Bryant-Denny Stadium Cup this morning. I had to pull that out for you guys. I'm really excited to talk to you all about People Tech. So we were founded in 2005, based here in Huntsville. We have a second headquarters in Colorado Springs. A lot of what we do in Huntsville is with the MDA, that's the Missile Defense Agency. We do a lot of space work in Colorado Springs with SMDC, that's the Space and Missile Defense Command. So you've heard a lot about what some of the companies do, and honestly, a lot of us do a lot of the same things. We all talk about cybersecurity, and we all talk about software development, IT, and technology, and how we all want qualified engineers and business and software people. The biggest difference with me and with People Tech has been how we treat our people. And we've got a lot of great companies on the call today, a lot of great places to work. A great place to work is actually an award that is, they send out surveys to your current employees. They gauge how happy are you with your job? Do you feel like you're getting the resources that you need? Do you approve of your CEO and those kind of things? Great place to work actually ranked People Tech #2 in the nation on workplace culture. We also won #7 workplace for millennials in the country last year. Stemming from that award, we founded the NGI group. It's the Next Generation Innovators group. Basically a focus group that is solely focused on giving our employees under 35 a voice in the company. We get together for happy hours. We actually just had a virtual happy hour. I was in my kitchen like I am today for that virtual happy hour yesterday. A lot of great things going on at People Tech. We would love to add you to that group and add you to the People Tech family. We have an Instagram, we have a Facebook, we do Twitter. LinkedIn is huge for us. I said it earlier this week, I will say it again. LinkedIn is such a resource for college students. If you do not have a LinkedIn, please get on LinkedIn. If you're not active, if you need to update it, be on top of that, get updated, follow People Tech on LinkedIn, and let's stay in touch throughout your employment search here. So thanks for dialing on this morning. I don't think they could have shook me out of bed as a college student at 10 a.m. to listen to a lot of companies speak. So that's a big up on you guys. And thanks a lot.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, next we have PPT. Leanza.
Thank you, Caitlin. Good morning, everybody. My name is Leanza Kilmurray. I am the technical recruiter at PPT Solutions here in Huntsville. Just a little bit about our company. We provide software and systems engineering services for both DoD and non-DoD clients. On the non-DoD front, one of our biggest clients is actually Huntsville City Schools. So we like to try to be as diverse as possible. We've been in business for 14 years and have locations both here in Alabama and up in Virginia, but we are mainly headquartered down here in Alabama. So just through the years, our mission has always remained the same, and that is to provide the best people, processes, and technology, ensuring all elements are working together to achieve optimum performance. So not only do we serve our customers and our clients, but we also really take a lot of pride in being involved in our community. We are involved in several organizations around the local area. A couple of them are the National Children's Advocacy Center and the American Heart Association. We were actually supposed to do a walk with them, but due to quarantine that's all been rescheduled. But we believe that part of our job is giving back to the community around us. PPT actually gives you 8 hours of PTO to encourage you to participate in a community event. So it's a lot of fun. Going back to the Trash Pandas, for instance, we bought a bunch of seats so that our company can be as involved in that as possible. Really excited about that. So when hiring for PPT, one thing that I always take into consideration is our company culture. We have a retention rate of 93.6%, which is something that we're very proud of. We are a 2020 Best Places to Work nominee for the Huntsville-Madison County Chamber of Commerce Small Business Award. Hopefully we'll be finding out about that in the next couple of months. But we are also a U.S. Chamber of Commerce Blue Ribbon winner as well. So we've been recognized as one of the fastest growing small businesses in the U.S. for several years now. We currently have several openings, some of which include software engineers, systems engineers. We've got a couple of configuration management and cyber engineer roles. A couple of the degrees that typically go along with those types of positions for us are software engineering, aerospace engineering, computer science, computer information systems, anything kind of in that realm. But you can learn more about our company and view our openings at our website. That is www.pptsinc.com. There is a pptsolutions.com. That is a different company. Don't look at that one. I had a couple emails from the event on Tuesday asking about that. But we would love to talk to you. And Huntsville, I'm a Huntsville native. I love the area. I moved away for a couple of years and had to come back. So we would love to talk to you. Thank you.
Good deal. Thanks. Okay, we only have 3 companies left. I wanted to let you know up next is Sirius Technical Solutions.
Hey, I'm Ashley with Sirius Technical Services. We are also a woman-owned company. We started in 2005. We have around 1,000 contract workers. I think our company revenue is around $50 million a year, so it's very large. We do staffing in over 30 states, temporary positions as well as temp to direct placement. A lot of our clients, aerospace, aviation, automotive. We do a lot with specialty chemical, petrochem, oil and gas, pharmaceutical, utilities, power generating. I made a list of a couple things that I just wanted to point out. So we have a national contract with Chevron Refinery. We have one with Avonic, which is a specialty chemical company. We work with Austell, Shell Chemical, Southern Company, just a lot of different places, not only in Alabama, but all over the United States. And a lot of the different positions that we fill are accounting and finance, IT positions, engineering, drafting, design, occupational safety and health, construction management, project controls, planner schedulers. I'm right now looking for a petroleum quality chemist in Tuscaloosa, scientist, procurement. So we do a lot of different things with a lot of different types of companies all over the United States. And so if you're wanting to stay in Huntsville, that's definitely awesome. I believe it's a great place. Also, if you're looking for opportunities maybe outside of that area, we can try to help you with that as well. We do offer benefits. There is insurance for all of our contractors. There is paid time off. There's paid holidays. And so we like to try to engage, have contractor dinners once or twice a year. We like to do a lot of different fun things to keep everyone feeling appreciated, like raffles and do giveaways. We do have dedicated service reps for each account. So not only do you have a recruiter that will help you work with you to find you the right position, you then have someone assigned to take care of you once you're hired from that point forward. So we believe in advancement and trying to help people. And if you're interested in any of the types of positions that I've mentioned or any of the industries or clients, please reach out, and hopefully we can work together one day. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, next we have Technicore. Michelle.
Hi, Caitlin, and roll tide, you guys. Thank you so much for having us on with you all. And yeah, my son goes to Alabama, so I know what you guys are going through with this online schooling. It seems to be a big challenge, but I'm very proud of all you guys for getting through it. A little bit about Technicore. We're actually 3 companies. They're all separate. One's Technicore Professionals. We started in 1978. It's a women-owned small business, all 3 of them. And so it started off as a staffing company, and we still do support with staffing here in town. You know, we've, through the 40 years, helped support a lot of programs. We've seen the NASA space shuttle, you know, the modules that were put on the space station, on up to various different programs. So also we work with Technicore Engineering, which is a engineering firm. And they are mostly UAV program support, software testing. We also do missile testing support on the Arsenal through the AMCOM Express and the OASIS contracts, and also audio video. Some of you may be on here and not engineers. Some of you might be IT support. We have a company called Technicore Network Services, and we're seeing a lot of new avenues through our company to support the local you know, government contractors to ensure that they're DFARS compliant, and something new called CMMC. So we do a lot of support with that. And we do have internship programs that we're looking into for the fall season coming up. And also want to kind of encourage you guys, when you're looking for work, if you find that it is maybe a temporary contract support, I've seen through the 30 years that I've been with Technicore, a lot of times it's maybe going into a position that's not quite in your field and showing them what you can do. And a lot of times I've seen where it's just a 2-week position that turns into a direct hire. So always consider that when you're looking for work. Don't look away from positions that might not be exactly in your field. And also, I believe People Tech mentioned LinkedIn. That's a wonderful resource. I would also suggest you, you know, set up with Alabama Works, which is the employment site, because that is where a lot of the government contractors will post their positions. It's kind of required by the government contractors to list all their requirements with each state that they're pursuing their work for. And then, of course, I'm going to kind of give Caitlin's Huntsville Chamber of Commerce a little sponsorship, because they have a wonderful thing called, what is it called?
ASmartPlace.
ASmartPlace, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting Alabama Works confused because they just changed from Alabama Job Links. Anyway, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. I didn't realize back behind me is my father-in-law's retirement poster when he retired from NASA. And there's so much history in this town, but there was astronauts that actually walked in this place, partied with the Waters family here. So it's just such a neat historical town, as well as a booming into the new industry. And wish you all well, and hope that you'll come to Huntsville.
Awesome. Good deal. Okay, next and last but not least, we have Verity. And it's going to be Lee Walker.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Lee Walker. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Verity. We are a science and technology company headquartered in Huntsville. We focus on conceptualizing, analyzing, and enabling missile systems in particular. We accomplish that with a team of engineers and analysts that possess expertise in a broad range of disciplines that include software development, simulation technologies, flight dynamics and control, and operational concepts. So I guess another way of saying that is we evaluate missile systems, we identify gaps, we perform engineering trades to try to improve some aspect of the system. And in doing so, we also have to consider how is the system going to be used once it's fielded. We employ engineers and scientists with backgrounds in mathematics, physics, many different disciplines within engineering, aerospace, mechanical, electrical, computer software, systems engineering as well. Occasionally, we do interact with some chemical engineers if we're dealing with materials or propulsion. The customers that we support include Army, Air Force, Navy, Missile Defense Agency, Space and Missile Defense Command, and most recently, the Army Hypersonic Project Office. And I'll leave you with a few words regarding Verity's culture. We're really passionate about our work. It can be dense, technical work, but we try to balance that with a laid-back work environment. We are a pet-friendly office, so it's not uncommon to see a few puppies around the office, which I think really helps to lighten the mood sometimes. And we often have customers that ask if the dogs can join us in the meeting. And we also work hard to have class-leading benefits that include profit sharing, bonuses to make sure that we can recognize our team members for their accomplishments and how that played into the overall success of the company throughout the year. So that's a brief introduction to Verity, and appreciate the opportunity to talk to you today.
Good deal. Okay, everyone. That pretty much wraps up our event today. I mean, I'm just going to give a little clap to all the employers and say thank you for presenting today. You all did a great job. Students, I wanted to tell you a few things before we all hop off the call. Like Michelle mentioned, so ASmartPlace.com. That is a site where you can go to search for jobs in our area, to find out more information about like the material I covered at the beginning of the call, so our whole live, work, and play scene. ASmartPlace.com has all of that information. Now, also, you should have received or will receive an info sheet with all of today's company's information. This includes direct HR contact information for each company. It includes the positions they're hiring, an overview, their website link. So make sure you look at that, because now it is on you to reach out to the employers that most interested you on this call today. One other thing I wanted to say was seniors. If you are a senior and graduated right now during a pandemic, congratulations. You are done with college. You are now in the big boy and girl world, and just kudos to you for graduating, and that's a big step. So congratulations to all of you. Wanted to say real quick again, thank you to the employers for joining today. Thank you so much to students hopping on today. You guys stayed on the whole time. I saw our participant count stayed the same the whole time. We appreciate you guys. And I wanted to see if our Alabama representatives wanted to say anything else to the students.
This was amazing. Amazing. Great group of diverse companies with great background on the culture and how how they can relate, the LinkedIn message. Absolutely. So thank you for all the information you shared with our students.
Absolutely.
Yes. You know, I would also like to say we appreciate the outreach and the opportunity to collaborate with you. And students, just know that your career services staff is available and willing and able to help you through this process. And we want to do everything we can to help connect you with those incredible opportunities. So definitely reach out. I know I have several colleagues on this call, and we would all be thrilled to help you in any way that you need during this process. So please reach out and follow up on some of those things. There were some great tips. A big part of the next step for you is to follow up, to communicate. And I always like to say to be gracious and mind your manners as well.
I love it. Okay, well, good deal. Well, everyone have a great day. Reach out to companies, and we hopefully will see you soon.
Thank you,
Bye,
Caitlin.
everyone.
Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.